For several months, the backhoe was broken and being repaired. We had it torn apart in the arch barn so we could send the fuel injector pump off to a specialist to be rebuilt. The backhoe repair job will be the subject of a future video that I still need to put together from the raw video files. Suffice it to say, the repair was successful and Jeffrey is undertaking the first project with the repaired backhoe. So I was out here with the backhoe yesterday and Fiat, and what we did was we dug a ditch on the right hand side of the driveway here. There was no ditch before, so all the rainwater was coming just across the field, washing over the driveway, just washing it out. So made a ditch, piled all the dirt on top, and kind of smashed it down. So now I need to go back over and pick some of these sticks out of it. If there are sticks on the surface, they will get caught up in the blade and be dragged along, causing large channels in the dirt Jeffrey is trying to smooth. A little manual time picking up sticks ahead of time will allow the machine time to go much faster. Run the blade across it with the Fiat to smooth it out a little bit. Okay, now that we got this smoothed out a little bit, let's take the backhoe down the driveway to another problem spot. Jeffrey has a very long dirt driveway that he has to maintain in order to get to his house. His 40-acre parcel ends at these two trees on each side of the road. Beyond this point is what used to be forestry company property, and one must travel almost half a mile to get to the paved county road. Jeffrey has to maintain all of this distance. A previous owner of Jeffrey's place the one who built the house, obtained a right-of-way from the forestry company to build a road across their property. The forestry company provided a set of specifications that the road had to meet, which required bringing in a substantial amount of clay, fill, and gravel, installing a couple of culverts, and setting up drainage ditches. So the dirt road is fairly well established, it just needs periodic maintenance. Part of this 135-acre parcel of land owned by the forestry company was adjacent to the western edge of Joy's and my property. The forestry company had recently cut over all the pine on the parcel, and in 2010, Joy and I were able to acquire this land. Then Jeffrey and I, mostly Jeffrey, began transitioning the cut-over plantation pine land to a combination of pasture, native rangeland, and natural areas. A few years later, Jeffrey acquired the 40 acres and house where Jeffrey and Jackie currently reside. Coming up on the left is what we call the Coast Electric Field. On this eastern side is where the horse named Clue and some of the off-duty rams spent the winter. To the right of the backhoe is what we call the Middle Pinelands Field. It is planted in bahia grass, which is starting to come up nicely now. We will be rotating the main ewe flock in here within the next few weeks. Up ahead, on the right, at the top of the hill, where you see the tall trees, is the start of one of the natural areas. Over the hill on the downward slope is what is called a hillside bog. These are areas where groundwater runs along a clay layer that comes close to the surface. We often see pitcher plants and native orchids in this area. This one is often called a grass pink, and this one is often called a rosebud orchid.
Here's the next problem spot. You can see here water's been washing on the driveway. It kind of comes out of this area here, and instead of going down the drainage ditch, it comes out onto the road. So we're going to probably remove a whole bunch of dirt from this area to make a kind of a ditch across here. Okay, it's really windy today, so hopefully the audio is okay. But here's the that mound of dirt I brought up. I piled 4 loads of dirt here, and then I smoothed it over. This is creating a water bar, a water diverter, to keep water from that's coming down off this field here and down this part of the driveway from continuing down. So it'll stop it here and divert it off to the side there where the backhoe is parked. So brought up some kind of clay type dirt that we had locally out there that I dug up from the side of the driveway and put some crushed concrete on top of it, and hopefully that'll hang in there for a little bit.
In one of the ditches alongside Jeffrey's driveway, there is a water seep where we see another type of native orchid. This is often called the orange fringed orchid. Thanks for watching Longleaf Sheep Hill Ranch.